You know the joke, right? Where the coach asks the player, like, hey, Johnson, what's the difference between ignorance and apathy? And the player says, Coach, I don't know and I don't care. What do we do with spiritual apathy? Hi, my name is Father Mike Schmitz, and this is Ascension Presents. When it comes to the Eucharist, I think a lot of us think that, if more people just knew about Jesus truly being present in the Eucharist, then more people will go to Mass. If more people just knew that this is not a symbol of Jesus, this really is Jesus, then people will go to Mass. And I think that might be partially true, but the reality is that's not the only lack. Like, that's not the only thing we need. We don't just need more knowledge. If I have ignorance, I need more knowledge, of course. The other factor is indifference. Sometimes, I just don't know. But other times, I just don't care. Like, someone could say, no, but Jesus is truly present, body, blood, soul, divinity, in every Mass, and you get to receive him. That's great. And if you're someone who loves God, you'd be like, that's crazy. But we probably all know what it's like to be ignorant. We probably all know what it's like to not know. And my guess is we all probably know what it's like to not care. There was probably at least one moment in our life when it came to God and his goodness and his love and the joy he offers to us. And we're kind of like, meh. At some point in all of our lives, we experience what you might call spiritual apathy. Not just ignorance, but indifference. In fact, I think it was St. Maximilian Kolbe, so this is back in the 1930s, who said that indifference is the poison of our times. Indifference is the poison of our times. That it's not just people don't know. It's, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't care. What is the cause of apathy? What's the cause of indifference? And it could be anything really, but someone says, hey, we made this amazing meal. And it's your favorite foods and you're going to love it. Yeah, I filled up on wings on the way here. I'm indifferent to the fact that you just created this amazing meal for me because I'm too full. Or maybe someone could say, you guys, there is the most incredible, just beautiful piece of art, this most incredible opera or play or just movie or TV show. And it is just so intricate and it's just you'll love it. I can't sit down and focus on that because I'm too distracted. Sometimes that's the case. We have this incredible gift in front of us of this amazing story, amazing movie. I mean, how many times are people watching a movie while they're scrolling on their phones? Sometimes we're so distracted. That's why we're indifferent. Sometimes we're too full and we're indifferent. Sometimes we're so distracted that we're indifferent. And sometimes I think we're so content. I don't feel like I need anything more than this. And I could be face to face with the most incredible gift. I could be face to face, being offered the gift of access to the Father, the gift of a joy that the world cannot give, a peace the world cannot give, love the world cannot give, but I'm too full, too distracted. I'm just too content. A fourth one could be that I've been pursuing God so much on my own steam. I've been pursuing God so much on my own power. I've been thinking that the Christian life is a matter of my own willpower. And so I've been white knuckle Christianity. That's what I've been living, white knuckle Christianity, where I'm just like, if I just work harder, I'll be fine. And I'm exhausted now. So now I just don't care. That's the fourth culprit. If that's the problem, the remedy is not going to be anything other than maybe you just need to rest. And in that rest, you and I might need to come to that place where we're reminded and convicted of the truth that God just loves you. Not what you have to offer, not your work, not even your prayer, not even the time you spend with him, not even your virtue or your holiness. God just loves you. If you have nothing else to offer, maybe you can't even lift your head. Maybe you're in a place right now where you are so beaten and broken down, so exhausted, so burnt out that all you can do is just be. To be this. Let yourself be an infant in the NICU. Here's a baby who's in the neonatal ICU. And allow the father to just sit next to your crib. You have nothing to offer. You just have pure need, just pure exhaustion. Nothing. I can't give God anything. I can't even give him my prayer, but just let him sit with you as you're that infant in the NICU. If the cause of your indifference or apathy is exhaustion, then you and I, we need to learn how to receive his grace by just resting and receive his grace. That's number one. But if the cause is I'm full, If the cause is I'm too distracted, if the cause is I'm too content, here's the invitation. Fast. If I'm too full, yeah, the amazing meal you've had for me, I don't care. So fast. Remember what it feels like to have hunger pains. If that's my problem, if I'm too full, remember what it's like to have hunger pains. And maybe that means fasting from food. But maybe I'm too distracted. Maybe that means fasting from the distraction. If I'm so busy, maybe it means fasting from busyness. If I'm so content, maybe it means just like, I'm going to make myself slightly uncomfortable each day. I'm not saying punish yourself. I'm not saying deny yourself everything. What I'm saying is if I am so full, so content, so distracted, that the best thing in the world, which is not even just in the world, God himself, the foundation of all being, foundation of all goodness and love, isn't appealing to me, then fast. Fast from what makes you full. Fast from the distractions. Fast from what you filled up on that makes us so content that I don't even experience a desire for God. Again, if you're exhausted, rest. But if you're full, fast. If you're distracted, fast. If you're content and indifferent, fast. Make space for hunger. And then realize that God is the one who satisfies. Anyways, try it. It's a little challenge, a little bet, a little dare. From Let's Hear Ascension Presents. My name's Father Mike. God bless. This one I have a little piece of paper that might help me. Maybe it won't. Who knows? I look down at this. How do I prop up my piece of paper is the question I've got. I could put it right here. That would be, well, I can't even see. Why not just move? I want to put it down. That's what I'm going to do.